Welcome to day 416 of our DSO journey. I'm Ed Krasenstein, here by myself once again as Brian is actually flying home from Vegas today. He should be back for tomorrow's show. Remember, these videos are being sponsored by NFT Tech. They are an investor in Desofy. And I want to tell you what's going on today because you probably realize that I look different and maybe I even sound a little bit different. So I got this new microphone and I posted about it, and Ed Moss, Mossified on DSO, replied and he said, you know, man, I love your mic. You could do something better with your video and maybe you can even get the sound even a little better. So he kind of reached out to the community, and some great people like Darian Parrish and DOZ, we responded and kind of gave me some advice on how I can increase the quality of these videos. Now, I'm just kind of testing this to see how it goes. So I changed some zoom settings for the microphone, which are supposed to make the audio quality better. I don't know if it's working or not. I've kind of done some tests and I can't notice any difference. But thanks to DOZ for that. He also gave me a link to something called Camo Studio, and it allows you to use your iPhone as your camera. So instead of using my webcam, which is up on my computer up here, I'm using my iPhone right there. That I have kind of rigged on a paper towel rack with a construction clamp. I don't know how. It's just I'm trying to get things working the best I can. But anyhow, let me know what you think. Again, Brian's back tomorrow, so I might revert back to how we were doing things previously, or maybe I'll help him get his setup fixed up a little bit better so we can have higher quality videos. It's going to be a work in progress, and it might take some time. Anyhow, we'll have to wait and see. But again, let me know what you think. Like, does it look better? Does it sound better? Do you like the fact that I'm not looking at the camera anymore because I have my iPhone over there and I'm looking at my computer screen? Just let me know. Anyhow, in DSO news yesterday, we saw the price kind of fluctuate. It's standing at $12.95 right now. It bounced up to, I think it hit $15.92 at one point yesterday. Or actually, yeah, $16.71 at one point yesterday before bouncing around, and it's at $12.95 now. Who knows which direction it's going to go. I think it's kind of bouncing along with Bitcoin, which jumped up to 31,000, but it's sitting at 29 right now, 29.6. So keep an eye on that and see if if it hits resistance, what it does. If it bounces off support, hopefully it doesn't fall too much farther though. So Desofy had some news yesterday as well, and that is that they wanted to thank their beta testers. They said great feedback was given. I know Brian was one of the beta testers. He gave Desofy some feedback as well. They said they're ready to go on both iOS and Android, but they decided they're going to wait for the hard fork, and the hard fork is supposed to go into effect, I believe, Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how quickly the blocks move. Right now, it's looking like it's going to be later in the day, Thursday. So after the hard forks, when Desofy wants to launch, because they don't want to have any issues. With hard forks come issues where things crash and things don't work as expected. So they don't want to launch and then have to essentially fix things and relaunch after the hard fork. So they're just going to wait for the hard fork, test on the hard fork, and then launch hopefully in a week from today, next Monday. So that's exciting news, I think. Speaking of exciting news, DeSocialWorld had some really awesome news, and that is that they got a new investment. They have an investor. It's a Dutch IT company with renowned customers. Ado Kovet, as well as Irvin Williams and Tuan V made this announcement. They're super excited. Of course, that's a team behind DeSocialWorld. And they said that it's going to bring, a lot of expertise onto DeSocialWorld, because this Dutch IT company, they didn't say the name of the company, but they said that they do have customers worldwide, and they have an office in both the Netherlands as well as in Silicon Valley in the United States. So that's exciting. Their experts are going to be coming to work and help develop Desofy. They're also going to be bringing DeSo to these engineers, Ado said. So we might see an influx of developers coming onto DeSo in the next several weeks. But they are moving their headquarters to the Dutch headquarters of this company, and things are going to go from there. But Ado and team wanted to reach out and thank a lot of people within the community who have really helped build out DeSocialWorld and helped in the process. And they wanted to attribute this to a lot of the collaborations they've made. They made some with GDS, of course, with the GD virtual galleries that they've been showing on their node. Rabal helped them with the welcome and language feeds and move those over to Cloutfeed. So you now have those feeds on Cloutfeed, or I guess you should say Desofy now. NFTZ, we're doing like a link back system where they link to individual artists and collectors NFTZ zone, and we link back to DeSocialWorld on our node as well. One Dolinsky they wanted to thank for the integration with VibeHut. As you know, if you go to DeSocialWorld, there's a link to VibeHut, so it's all integrated with their node. Seals, because Seals actually became the first advertiser to sponsor the Post to Earn program that DeSocialWorld has been running, and that, of course, that's where DeSocialWorld pays the top posters who are making posts from their node. Conchi of Love for SRC, who helped with node implementation. They had some issues, some expenses that were a little bit too high, and Conchi helped with that. They wanted to thank Tyne for allowing them to use his search cloud hot feed algorithm, which has really boosted DeSocialWorld, and I think it's a really great feature. They want to thank Mubs for providing the DeSoGeo API so that DeSocialWorld can show some of the location feeds. And they want to thank Salil Sethi for supporting the hashtag feed on Ukraine Social, and Darian Parrish for creating a landing page on ukrainesocial.eu. They want to thank us and Matreshka and Cloudforum, Mark Bentley and Alex Roken for having DeSocialWorld on their show. We've had Ado on our show, I think once or twice. He's a great guy, and he's also been on Matreshka's show and Cloudforum with Bentley and Roken. They also want to thank Beyond App for allowing them to use some of their themes, including the Majestic theme for Brutal. And I think it goes a long way to show how collaboration can kind of not only bring the community together, but help these different apps, websites, and nodes build out in a way that is best for the community. I know that was a long list of thanks, but I thought it was worth doing because it just emphasizes how this DeSo community really works together. So I also want to thank Mucha Sats, Wouter Van Halen, because he notified me of something. If you go to CoinMarketCap and you go to the DeSo page, we've all known that this has been in existence for quite some time, but he pointed out there's actually a chat community on there under each cryptocurrency or each blockchain, and DeSo has its own community. So I think it would be really cool if some of the DeSo community goes over to coinmarketcap.com, searches for DeSo, goes to the DeSo page, and kind of introduces some people to DeSo and answers questions. I think that would be great to kind of reach out to other crypto people and help them learn about DeSo. Tomorrow is a big day for D-Whales and Seals, who have a special NFT drop at 10 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. That's 1 p.m. Eastern time, so definitely check that out and stay tuned for that. WUN made their first post on their own node, and you can too now. They made a post saying they're super excited to announce this is the very first post on chain from our node. So currently it only supports text and images, but lots more are coming in the future. You're probably gonna have videos and who knows what else. I'm sure they're gonna develop some really cool features on their node. WUN, for those who don't know, is actually built on the no-code platform bubble.io, which is a really popular no-code platform. And actually, WUN's CTO, Ali Farahat, is a no-code pioneer. So they're really into this no-code stuff. They plan to open up all of their plugins, or at least most of their plugins, to the 1 million plus people who are currently building on Bubble. So I mean, that's huge. That could bring an influx of people to DeSo, bring an influx of people to WUN. So congratulations to 1. I think, I think they're doing a great job. And if you haven't checked them out yet, you definitely need to do so. And I think that sums up most of the news. I'll quickly go over the hashtags and community events. The top hashtags for the day were DeSo, photography, BitClout OG, music, and art. It's interesting, BitClout OG's up there. I kind of feel like everybody on DeSo at this point should be considered an OG, because looking back, I think you will be. And the top diamonded creators in the last 24 hours per Altum base, they were Stargeezer, DeSocialWorld, Happy Rabbit, Michelle Lord, Oim Longs, Marhel Leosol, Photographer's Corner, Emulsified, Mashalin, and Dr. Rob. So those are the individuals who have earned the most diamonds on DeSo over the past 24 hours. Looks like we weren't on that list today. I guess with Brian gone, I haven't been able to post as much. So community events today, 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Clubhouse is Music Monday, Decentralized Music with chats today, Miss Katie Ann and Michelle Lord. DJ'd again, like always, by Rhubarb, who is a co-founder of Wavepool X. And they're going to have special performances by GJ Art, Dr. Rob, Maintain the Reason, Goldberry, Mercury, William Laurent, Extinct, Sean Drums, St. Lane's, DOZ, Jay Lamb, El Negro, and more. So if you're a musician, definitely go and check out that Clubhouse room. You can even perform. Whether you're on DeSo or not, you can still perform. And I'm sure you'll be onboarded onto DeSo. 7 p.m. Eastern Time is the Entra Town Hall with Sean Tron and Michael Mara. Of course, that's on Entra. And that's all the news I have for today. It's been great talking to you again. Brian should be back tomorrow, and we'll see you all tomorrow.